God, the way that the intro music ended at the exact same time that the timer ended, that was so perfect. How's it going, everybody? Welcome. Hope everyone's having a great night. We have another special stream tonight. Let me turn up my mic volume a little bit, I think the Windows settings, like for mic input level, change all the time randomly on me. That's what it seems like. How's it going? Spec, Kwame, Megan, welcome in. We can hear space. So, okay, Kwame, your aesthetic. I was sitting here literally laughing out loud when I read that. Very good aesthetic. I'm very happy for you. That's your vibe for tonight. Thanks for shouting out, Spec. Spec, how's Quest 64 going? Spec, I tried out that thing in the Retro Tank, like the N64 preset in the Retro Tank, and it looks really good. I think every time that I've played N64 through Retro Tank, I just use the generic 4:3, because I always want the games to be in 4:3 aspect ratio, and some of those like fine-tuned horizontal sampling presets, they stretch it out. Like the pixels are sharper, but the image is stretched. So I would rather have the correct aspect ratio, but for the N64 one, it keeps it. Anyways, that was something I was talking to Spec about on his stream when he was playing Quest 64. Thanks for shouting out Megan. What else did I miss here? Windows input delta is dumb. I agree. I don't know why it does that. Do you recommend I update my RetroTink to that setting? Yeah, I definitely think that you should stream it with that setting. I don't think it'll make any difference because you have that mod. I think the video that your N64 is outputting is already sampled that way. But it certainly couldn't hurt. It would be interesting to see if it like does something weird with the mod. Or if it makes it look any better for some other reason. Do you have your firmware updated on your RetroTink spec? Are you on the current firmware? So we have another special stream tonight. We've had so many kind of special events on the channel lately, but I was given a free code for Dragon Quest III HD-2D remake to play on stream from Square Enix, and you know, I think that this game is something that's very much in line with, you know, the vibes that I'm trying to bring to stream, and the kind of like what I'm trying to use my channel for, in the sense that from what I've seen of this game, and to be honest, I've really only seen the trailers and like a little bit of gameplay here and there, but it looks like this really captures the feel of what I think of as classic Dragon Quest. So I'm very excited to check this out. I think that everyone here will enjoy it as well. Yeah, SE gave me the key. Let's see, what else do I have to talk about? Oh, Huami, what I was gonna say was when you said you wanted to play Dragon Quest Builders, I was gonna suggest, since you're on the big Super Nintendo RPG Odyssey, Dragon Quest V. Dragon Quest V is one of the best RPGs I've ever played. I played through that on stream, like, was it a year ago or was it 2 years ago now? I don't remember. I think it must have been 2 years ago already. Wow, time is weird. Yeah, I played through all of Dragon Quest V on stream, and it was such an amazing experience. I highly, highly recommend that game. You know, I just played the Super Nintendo fan translation using my Super Nintendo flash cart, and I have since bought a physical copy of the Super Famicom game and also the DS version, even, which is not a cheap game at all. That was a pretty expensive purchase, but you know, I love that game so much I wanted to own it in the collection. Thanks for Quest 64 command, Megan. Okay, what else is new? What else do I have to talk about? Yeah, I'm sure Quest 64 is fine. Maybe one day I'll learn for myself. Is there any other news? Is there any other goings-ons? I feel like between streams I have so many things that I want to like bring up and talk about, but then as soon as I hit go live I forget everything that happened in between. Thank you for dinosaur shirt. Do you like it? This is an official Jurassic Park shirt that I got at Universal Studios Orlando. Here, let me show you more. And it has graphics from the NES Jurassic Park game on it. It's mind-blowing to me that they made this shirt, that it's official merchandise, and that it's sold at Universal Studios. Actually, I didn't buy it when I was there. My sister-in-law bought it for me and sent it to me, but then shortly after we went and visited them and went to the park, and I saw it in the gift shop, but I already had it at that point. You have news. Space Robot is gonna play Bubsy tomorrow. I've already played Bubsy. I've already paid the Bubsy price. I never have to play it again now. That's nice. Yeah, it's very nice. Megan has a lot of Megan Quest 64 fans out there. Wait, Megan Quest? What's Megan Quest 64? Are you not gonna finish it? Finish what? Bubsy? I beat the first level. Isn't that the end of the game? Alright, shall we venture forth? What do you guys think? Are we ready to venture forth? Let's try. Here, let's see how my overlay works. It's a 16:9 game. It would be cool if there was a 4:3 option. I don't know if there is. Social media is all about Quest 64 Megan gamers. That sounds right. I believe it. Oh, you know what I was gonna say is I got a new light. And you know, there's this brightness that it's on right now, which I feel like is too dark, and there's this brightness, which is way too bright. I don't know if I like it. Brian Eggy, can you just squeeze the game anyway? What is, oh, squeeze it? You want me to do the opposite of stretching a retro game to 16:9? You want me to do the inverse sin? No. No, I would never play a game in such a wrong aspect ratio. Alright, we're gonna venture forth. Create a new adventure log. Please select an adventure log. 1. Please decide upon a name. Okay, I think my name has to be, even though I have all these characters here, I feel like I have to name myself my Dragon Quest V character name, Spacebot. You are the brightest light of the stream, Sasukist. Wow, thank you for saying that. That's so kind. Welcome in. I hope you're having a great night. You only watch 4:3 games. Well, see you later, Megan. Instead of Stretch, Squish. Can you name him Bubsy? No, we're not naming him Bubsy. We're naming him Spacebot. Because it feels like I'm going back to playing Dragon Quest V on stream. You put up an important poll. What name? Bubsy, Quest 64, or Worm? Worm is the best name out of these. Maybe we can use this poll for our second character's name. How do you want your character to look? We're gonna do appearance A. Are you happy with your choice? You would play as a hero with appearance A and as a heroine with appearance B. Yes. What language do you want your characters to speak in? English. Do you want to display the location of your current objectives on the map? Oh, this is such a tough question. I hate that they don't just put a default on and you know, like, bury the actual option in the menu, because they're not giving me, like, here is the experience that we want you to have. They're saying you get to choose, and I don't want this power. Ah, I can't decide. Cat, hello. All right, I can put off answering this question while I catch up on chat. Worm is winning. I'm glad that Worm is winning. Space Robot's gonna ignore the fans. It's too late. You can have it for my second character. Hello, my name is Cat Crasher. I'm looking for the channel Space Robot Farm. Have I come to the right place? Why are you looking for a farm, Cat? There's only worms here. Were you looking for the worm farm? No location, 4:3 worm. Those are your choices. Alright, I'll give you this one. Please select the difficulty mode. You can change this at any time during your adventure by visiting the system settings menu. Okay, I love the names of these. Don't you love the names of the difficulties? Easy is Draki Quest. Medium is Dragon Quest. And hard is Draconian Quest. I love the difficulty names so much. Can't find it. I guess I'll stay here. Nice to meet y'all. I like how you used y'all to indicate that you wanted to be on a farm. Worm, congrats to Worm. Why is the Worm on fire? Did you vote for something other than Worm? Good evening, SRA and everyone. Hope the night finds you well. Wingman, welcome in. I hope the night finds you well too. Thank you for joining us. That's cute. Drackies are cute. Dracky quest. I'll pretend that was intentional, John. Sure. Pull for difficulty? No, I'm gonna do Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest difficulty. Are you happy to start your adventure with these settings? You can change them anytime during your adventure by visiting the systems menu. Yes. Megan, thank you for 100 Worm. I appreciate it. When TTS? You know, that's a great question. I should do that someday. Here, I'll do TTS for you. Worm. Was that good TTS? The game will automatically save your progress from time to time, like when you enter a town or dungeon. Do not quit the game while the adventure log icon is displayed.
Do you think love can bloom, even on a battlefield?
It's a great question, Hwami. What does everyone think? Ooh, we're opening our eyes. Or someone's opening their eyes.
If you can hear me, follow the sound of my voice.
I like that's voice acted. Mana
Yes.
Kai, how's it going?
Come this way.
It is questing time. It's great to see you. Ooh, this is so pretty. Oh, I love the graphics so much. And it feels like the very best implementation of HD-2D so far. If you fancy going faster, try holding down circle while walking to pick up the pace. I sure do. Yay, look at me go. Alright, let me catch up in chat. Link, open your eyes. That also have you guys ever seen the movie Vanilla Sky? That movie starts the same way. Oh, it's so pretty. Spacebot, Spacebot. Can you hear me, Spacebot? Look, there's a rainbow.
Hey, paisanos!
Watches Optimus, hello. Thank you for taking your Bubsy lesson. Bloke Core, a fashion aesthetic that focuses on British football culture. Look at that. God, this looks beautiful. Yeah, Wingman, are you playing it yet? I am she who watches over all. One day, not long from now, you will appear before me, a true hero. But before your journey can begin, you must teach me something. Teach me what manner of person you are. You must answer my questions as honestly as you are able. Are you ready to begin? Alright. Wow, this looks great. It does. It looks so good. We'll name another character Worm, I promise, okay? I wouldn't name the protagonist Worm, so I'm crying. You're gonna get it after you finish Metaphor and after you buy and beat Silent Hill 2 Remake. That's a good idea, Wingman, you know? One game at a time. It's an admirable approach. Silent Hill 2 Remake is amazing, Wingman. I hope you love it. Time for the personality quiz, right? Oh, Megan is 33% Worm. Oh, I forgot to see if I could change the cooldown on Worm. Sorry. Just, you gotta wait 5 seconds after the last person tried to Worm. All things should be named Worm. That's an interesting take, Optimus. I don't know how I feel about it. First, you must tell me your true name. Okay, we're gonna put Space Robot Arm. This is doing an Earthbound thing already. Wait, do you want me to put... Okay, hold on. Do you want me to put Worm here? Or do you want me to name the next character Worm? What do you want me to do? Guess the producer or director of this said he would love to do FF6 remake. Hope that comes to fruition. That would be really great. Although we did just get an FF6 remake. I feel like it would be... I feel like there needs to be some time between the Pixel remaster and something like this. But also, I'm not gonna say no if they want to do that. I've seen a lot of people say they want Chrono Trigger looking like this, and I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know that Chrono Trigger should have any kind of remake. Space Robot will only let one of us to become a worm every minute. Oh, Huami is the worm of the moment. 89%. They call me Dr. Worm. Spooky Plays Games, welcome in. Actually, did I miss a earlier chat? Hey, DQ3, your favorite of the series. So I haven't played any other versions of DQ3. This is my first time with DQ3. The only other Dragon Quest games that I've played actually are 1 and 5. So this is my third Dragon Quest game. But my second, I played 1, then 5, now 3. I guess 2 got messed up in the order. Manak, you are a lot of percent worm. Thank you for being the bot, Megan. Huami worm. I always knew you had it in you. Huami is very wormy, it's true. Space Robot Worm, that's what people call me now, I guess. Rumor has it Megahertz smells like soup. Is that true? Wow, Optimus is also 89% worm. What are the chances of that? Had soup today. Worm twins. You had to get naked in front of 3 medical staff today. You were not ready for it. This has been your short venting. Kat, I'm sorry that you had to do that when you weren't ready for it. I hope everything's alright. You thought you only needed to leave urine and blood samples, but nope. Oh, man. Saw your post on someone's Discord about 100% soup. Lots of worm, it's true. The hot dog water one, I don't have the context for this. It's kind of scary. Played the original and the Switch port of 3. Very cool. That's what you meant? Hot dog water? You royally messed that up. Wait, you meant to say that Megan smells like hot dog water, but you said she smells like soup. Megan, I'm happy that you got that Wingman messed that up for you. 1 and 5, so we meet in the middle at 3. It's true. No one worms like Kwame and you. That's true. Wingman's gonna serve us hot dog water in a bowl and call it soup. That doesn't sound good. You're so brave today. Kat was very brave. Heck of a way to find out that you have or don't have a medical kink. Oh man. Chris, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Okay, I'm caught up. Nobody said they wanted me to put my true name was Worm, so my true name is going to be Space Robot Arm with all the letters. Thank you. Right before you stepped in there, they were like, is it okay if a nurse student is here too? And she was already in the patient room, so I was like, okay, well, I don't want to be dramatic shooting them out, so I was like, okay, fine. Good job, Kat. Thank you for that pin. Alright, what's the month of your birth? My birth month is in April. My birthday is April 23rd. I hope you guys all remember it. Your sign is the one known in your world as Taurus. That is correct. Very good, Spacebot. I will now ask you a series of questions. Do not dwell upon them for too deeply. Answer swiftly and from the heart. Do so, and I will come to know your true mind. Now, let us begin. Do you find life to be dull and uninteresting? No, I don't think so. Definitely not. Sorry, I'm catching up with chat. Whoa, Spooky, you were playing Aria of Sorrow? That's very cool. Aria of Sorrow is an amazing game. It's like top 3 Castlevanias for me. It's in the top 3. Right before you, oh. I already read that one. You've had this happen to you too. It's so stressful. Hope you're resting now. Oh, man. I'm learning Space Robot's Big 3 to find out how worm he is. Wait, my Big 3? Gonna have some herbs and good food. Thank you. Enjoy, cat. Okay, upon seeing a troubled soul, is your first urge to go to their aid? Yes. Do you often find your head so full of thoughts that you are unable to sleep? That, you know, that is something that plagued me for a long time in my life. But in my mid-20s, I discovered meditation, and that helped a lot with it. But, you know, I think still I should say yes here. I'm doing great, cat. I'm excited to be checking out Dragon Quest III Remake. Do you dream often? Yes. Do you ever dream of being pursued? Do I ever? I definitely have had this dream in my life. Do you find the company of unfamiliar people tiresome? Definitely. 100%. Do you trust in the words of those who tell fortunes? No. Do you enjoy physical pursuits? Yeah, sure. Can even the most minor of matters irritate you? I don't think so. I think it's pretty hard to irritate me. Pursued in what way? Being chased by something scary? That's scary. That's what I thought it was. What are the that's how I interpreted it. Do you believe that a promise once made can under no circumstances be broken? I do kind of feel like that. What if you're being pursued by a cute puppy? That's not how I interpreted the question, but I suppose it could be interpreted that way. That's why you can handle this chat. Yeah, exactly, Megan. Do you believe in a power higher than that of man? I mean, sure. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. I feel that I know you a little better now. Now let us move on to the final test of your character. Oh look, I'm a monster. I'm a bird. Does what sprite you are here depend on how you answer these questions? I imagine pursued like in Harvest Moon when you pursue the ladies in that game. That would be a much nicer way. It's a much nicer way to interpret the question.
Why would birds do something like that? I mean, why would they just attack?
I don't know.
It's a great question to ask right now. Someone giving you 1 turnip per day would work on you. Depends on the man, the power, and the quality of weed. Bold of she who watches over all to ask us if we believe in a higher power, right? What in the world? Crikey, it's a monster! Help! Goddess, preserve us! Bloomin' Nora, a monster! Come on then, you big bully. Let's have at ya. Here goes nothing. Grar. Speak. Oi, where do you think you're going, eh? What are you doing? What are you, chicken or something? I'm trying to speak. Oh, bleeding neck. Ow! Oh man, I just killed him. What the heck? Chicken, that's right. Oh, I missed what the dog said. Oh my god, no! I didn't want to do that. No. This is a horrible nightmare. We need to wake up. I didn't mean to do that. Why has the almighty goddess sent us this beast to plague us? Dear goddess, holy mother, save us. Okay, I'm gonna try to not burn anyone else. We're being pursued. Let's leave. Are you giving me an onion? Yes, because you couldn't find a turnip. I am she who watches over all, and I have seen what manner of person you are. No, that's not the manner of person I am. I didn't know what the X button did. Spacebot, it is rare indeed for one so powerful to be so kind. I was kind? She thinks I was kind. Okay, we'll go with it. You are a veritable paragon of virtue. Yours is a dominant and forceful personality, but you are able to keep it masterfully in check. You are also highly compassionate and capable of putting yourself in almost anybody's shoes. Wow, you're saying such nice things about me. Very kind of you to warm up those poor, poor cold people and dog. I guess so. She thinks you're kind because that dog was actually a jerk. I wonder. And you always place more importance on the hopes and fears of others than on your own. You're deeply passionate and never allow anything to dampen your spirits. Thanks to this, everyone you meet finds it easy to trust you, and you are able to respond to and reward that trust effortlessly. In short, you are an incredible person. Wow. And if this description does not currently become you, have faith that it soon will. Let me say it again. You are an incredible person. I wonder, what if this goes to my head? And if you do not feel like one yet, you must strive to become one. Okay, okay. That's a little better. We did spare the priest. Now I realize our children will be called Pubsy. This is your spirit, your soul, the essence of your character. Now, my child, very soon the dawn will break, and you will rise to greet the new day. I am she who watches over all, and I look forward to the time when you and I come face to face at last. Your test was different. You had to wander through a dungeon, and it was a jerk about what you did. That's very cool. Yeah, so FYI, I got this game for free from Square Enix to play on stream. So that's what we're checking out. Why we're checking it out tonight. It's probably just gonna be a one-off stream, unless we're having like a really amazing time and everyone gets really pulled in and invested. But most likely we're gonna go back to Final Fantasy Mystic Quest next. Our story begins on the morning of Spacebot's 16th birthday. That was a long time ago.
Oh.
Oh, nice. It's voice acted. Sepia tones. Can't it wait until he's a little bit older? It's not voice acted anymore. It pains me to say that we've had no word from Ortega since he left for the volcano. Megan is just a worm. That's true.
Well,
Very true.
no time like the present.
We got voice acting again. Voice acting in the present, but not in the past.
I know.
I like how Child You has adventuring clothes. He's got the same clothes as 16-year-old me. It's Chrono. He does look a lot like Chrono.
Wake them now.
Them. That's true. Worms do take care of the ecosystem. Is that what Worms Armageddon is all about? We have a big house for a JRPG protagonist.
Hooey. Wakey, wakey.
She
Rise
calls me-
and shine.
She calls me Cooey. The
Morning,
worms
my
and the
darling.
spice are
Time to
connected.
get up. Today's a very important day.
Megan, are you that kind of worm? Are you like a giant alien sandworm? Wow, you're Gohan. We look like Vegeta. We look like every Toriyama character ever.
After all, it's
Chrono,
not every
Vegeta,
morning you ask the king
and Gohan.
himself to give your big journey his personal blessing.
Oh, I'm going on a big journey?
This is what I've been raising you for all these years.
Emotes are the best part of Twitch. Emotes are good. Wow, you're Piccolo. Well, I guess we don't really look like Piccolo. I wonder if there'll be a Piccolo in this game, though. TBF, Toriyama was the artist for DQ 1 through 11. That's true. He's also the artist for 12. At least I'm pretty sure. This one is your current fave. Thank you for enjoying the NES emote. We're Frieza. Streamer, why is this game not 4x3? That's a good question. It's truly expensive. Look, I can make it 4x3. Let's see what happens, actually. Let's see how well aligned the text box is to 4x3. Look at that. We could play it in 4x3. Just cropped. I don't want to miss out, though.
Well then, shall we get going? Come on, follow me.
Oh, he did the work for 12 before he died? I think so. I think he did a lot of work for 12. I'm not 100% sure about that. I'm anxiously awaiting the release of the SNES and Super Mario World. We'll get there someday. I think they said he did some initial designs. Okay, thank you for that, Monarch. You probably are more plugged into it than I am. Put us in the retro category. Maybe we'll do it again for a brief moment later. Got my sword. This is like the nicest house for a JRPG protagonist I've ever seen. Do you guys agree? It looks like an inn. I wonder if they run the inn. Look how huge our house is. Everyone else has a one-room house in RPGs? Yeah, I know. I wonder if those banners are hung because there's some kind of festival, or if that's just how the town looks every day.
Come on, dear. You know, off you go. And
Oh,
remember to mind your manners.
Accidentally skipped
I won't have the king
dialogue.
thinking you've been dragged up.
You can skip dialogue with the analog stick. That's a little dangerous. An RPG hero's house with more than one bedroom. Amazing. Hey, we get to stay for free then, right? We're rich. It seems like this character is rich. This is so surreal to see. It's really cool. Opening the main menu is easy. Just give triangle a press. Okay, there's our menu. See, our menu is not going to work with 4x3. If we go to 4x3 on the menu, then we're kind of out of luck. I want to steal your game. I want to play it. You should play it, Megan. If it was a physical copy, I would let you borrow it, but alas, it's not. Okay, I know how to open the menu. What in heaven's name are you doing, child? Off with you now and see the king. Okay, let's go. Is there a screen size setting in-game? Yeah, that's worth checking. Let's see. All that you heard has been committed to memory. I might not be able to look at the settings yet. Whoops, that's the share button. I don't think we can check, like, settings and stuff yet. Saving up for animal antics blindfolded. What about miscellaneous? System settings. Display settings. I'm gonna be shocked if there's a 4x3 mode. Cause you know they're not trying to make it look like a retro game. No, I don't think there's anything there. This game is not out for... Actually, is it on PC? If this game's on PC, there probably is that option on PC. Maybe in the PC version, you could pick 4x3 monitor resolution. Exactly, Modak. That's exactly what I was thinking. It's worth a shot, for sure. Welcome to Aliahan Castle. Welcome to Aliahan Castle. Ooh, it's a pretty castle. Off you go now. The king is waiting for you. The throne room is just up the stairs there. If you're here to see the king, just carry on straight down this way. Wow, we're seeing the king. Gotta take a shower, enjoy shower.
Well met, child of Ortega.
I can't promise you, Megan. If I see a worm in this game and it's trying to hurt me, I can't make any promises.
We could not locate any of Ortega's belongings.
Ortega's my dad. Sounds
I
like he passed
see.
away.
To think something out there is capable of besting a man of his caliber.
My husband thought long and hard before setting off. I'm sure he was at peace when he passed.
Doubtless your mother has recounted the tale of your father's final moments many times. When he fell into the maw of that accursed volcano, the world lost a great man.
He fell into a volcano.
However, we wholeheartedly approve of your wish to follow in his footsteps and set forth on the path of adventure.
What's the goal of my adventure?
For it is what he would have wanted. And only the child of such a hero as he could hope to save our world. The foe we
gonna save
face
the
is
world.
dire indeed. The archfiend Baramos. Many of the peoples of this world do not yet even know his name. And yet, his grip on our realm grows ever tighter.
Sounds very serious.
He must be stopped, no matter the cost.
Can you guys hear the voice acting okay, by the way? Let me know if I need to turn the game up.
You must free us from the Archfiend's ever-encroaching tyranny. But alone, you will only meet the same fate as your father. Go and consult with Mistress Patty in town, and use this to outfit the companions she has selected for you.
Oh, she selected my companions. Spacebot receives 50 gold coins and some basic equipment and puts them in the bag.
Allow me to proffer some guidance. You would be wise to seek out the thief's key, an implement that can open a myriad of the world's doors. Obtain it, and your travels will be that bit easier. But first, I suggest you heed His Majesty's advice and seek like-minded individuals at Patty's party planning place.
Patty's party planning place.
Once you have done so, try making your way to Reeve, a quaint village to the northwest of our fair kingdom.
The PPPP. Oh, something was
You will
written
now
down.
find Reeve marked on your map. Locating the rest of the realm's noteworthy areas, however, is a task I believe best left in your capable hands.
Wait, so I turned off showing my objectives on the map. Is Reeve still gonna be on my
You
map?
simply need note down anywhere you happen to visit. Be sure to see these places with your own eyes first, though. Otherwise, you'll likely forget to mark them on your map.
Manak, you went to the Dragon Quest theme park in Japan. The restaurant is Patty's Place. That's amazing, Manak. How was it? This guy sounds like Discount Tim Curry. Chancellor is kind of condescending, not gonna lie. I hear that.
And remember, your curiosity is an asset most valuable. Lend it an ear at all times and you will surely benefit. However, remain wary, lest it lead you into trouble on occasion.
It's so fun, but also tiring. You end up walking all over the place. How big is it?
We expect great things of you.
At any time during a conversation or immediately after it's ended, you can commit what you heard to memory by pressing, is that options? Anything you've chosen to keep in mind can be revisited. Oh, interesting. You have to press a button to note things down. That's cool. I like that. I like that it's like, it doesn't just give you like an exhaustive log of everything. First of all, because going through an exhaustive log is tedious. But second of all, like, you have to be consciously thinking about what are the important things. That is a very cool feature. It's not super big, but the thing is, it's like you're playing the Dragon Quest, so you got to keep going from quest location to quest location. I love that. I would love to go there someday. Traveler's Tips, a curated collection of useful information, can be found in the miscellaneous menu. Be sure to give it a look if you need help with the controls or aren't quite sure how to get on with your adventure. More tips will be added as you progress, so make a point of checking for new tidbits from time to time. Your story objective has been updated. Your objectives have been updated. Okay, what can I see now? Oh, that's why it was saying all that you heard is committed to memory. Because that's the commit to memory button. Alright. Do I have a map? How do I see the map? First, we gotta go find Patty's place. Patty's party planning place. There you go. Patty's party planning place in Aliahan is your one-stop shop if you need to recruit some adventurers to join your ranks or shake up your party. Your journey is unlikely to be an easy one, so finding a team of trusty travelers at Patty's is a must. Okay, so there's not like set characters. You just recruit people, kind of like how in Dragon Quest V you have like the monsters that join you. Have you ever looked in a pot or barrel? You can find all sorts of stuff if you're lucky. Things people have thrown away, things they've put in there and forgotten about. Honestly, my mom's always telling me to tidy up, and meanwhile, grown-ups are just chucking their things in pots and barrels. Lucky them. They've got me to clean up their mess at least. Yeah, I should talk to everyone, huh? Time was, Aliahan ruled over all the world. But then came the wars, and we lost so many of our young men. They say it was fighting which led them to close the teleportal to the mainland. Oh, we're on an island. Okay, that's new information. Ford, thank you for your aesthetic Gloomcore, an aesthetic inspired by the tranquil forests and foggy beaches of Pacific Northwest, and obscure hobbies and interests. The aim is to appreciate the quiet through dim surroundings. Those who take a liking to this genre tend to find beauty in cloudy skies, foggy coastlines, and tall, endless green forests. I love Gloomcore. I want to be Gloomcore too. It makes me think of Twin Peaks. Hello, hello, hello. I'm your local guardsman on the beat, here to keep the streets free of trouble. You may set off on your quest, safe in the knowledge that your hometown is in good hands. Okay, was this my house? Sounds very Swedish to you? That guy? I think I was going for British. One form of British. I don't know what form. Oh, Gloomcore sounds Swedish. I thought you meant my accent that I was doing. Did you think about what you want your party to be? I have no idea what I want my party to be. I don't know anything about like the mechanics of the game or anything. We're gonna figure it out when we get to Patty's place. Have you seen that funny little island off to the west of town? Nope. Walk a little way west of town and you'll spot it soon enough. If you leave town and wait a while, eventually it will get dark. And when that happens, you want to be careful. The meaner monsters just love the nighttime. If you get scared, find an inn and wait it out till morning. Okay, I might get scared. That's good advice. You ever heard of Kirk Buzzer? People call him a master thief, but he's nothing more than a burglar who steals from people's wardrobes and drawers. A nuisance is what he is, and his behavior sets a terrible example for the children. Not like you, though, our paragon of truth and justice. I like how dark it is this time of year. Same, I'm a fall-winter person. I don't know if I like how dark it is. I like fall. I like the scenery of fall and the scenery of winter too, but I do like it when it's daytime out. I really love fog though. A foggy day is and like a slightly overcast day is amazing. Still don't want to become a popsicle. One day you will punch out the sun, but you don't want to become a popsicle. You're Ortega's son, aren't you? The hero? Your father was a great man. A truly great man. Let's see if I can live up to him. Welcome. If you're after weapons or armor, you've come to the right place. What can I do for you? I'm not after that right now. Oh, I keep trying to press options to see stuff. Okay, let's see what. Where can I find the map? Let's try to find the map. Equipment, items, important items, continental map. A piece of parchment detailing the topography and landmarks of the Alihan area. Use. Spacebar opens out the continental map. Okay. Obtain the thief's key. That's one of my objectives. Gather information in Reeve. Okay, that's a different town I need to go to. But we definitely have to find Patty's place first. Maybe it's the inn. It's a party planning place. Welcome to the inn, weary traveler. Will you be staying the night, or perhaps simply stopping in for a short rest? Either way, it's 2 gold coins for a room. It's the same price whether I'm staying the night or a short rest. Something in this book? No. If the town is laid out the same way, you should be able to find it by going south of the inn. Alright, I will look there. Let's explore the inn first though. Ah, that's a back door. You'd consider that a benefit? I mean, it depends which way. If they're hiking up the price of a short rest. A cozy looking fire burns merrily away. That's nice. You can sleep for 2 hours or 8 for 2 gold. Yeah, but what if the regular going rate for 8 hours is 2 gold? This isn't the place, right? This is my mom. Welcome back, my darling. So, did you see the king? And were you nice and polite like you promised? Yes. Thank goodness for that. I was petrified you'd trip over or say the wrong thing or... Yeah, I know this is my home. I'll find it, Spooky. Don't worry. You have your king's permission to go off adventuring. You're officially a grown-up. Anyway, you must be ever so tired after all that excitement. Off to bed with you, sweetums. Oh look, I can sleep here for free. Can you change perspective? I don't think so. Morning, darling. Now go on now. Off you go and do some adventuring. I don't think you can change perspective. No, I think it's a fixed camera angle. us pray for peace. Even if it brings us only one day closer to salvation, it will be worthwhile. Wayward sheep of the great shepherdess, how may we help you? Oh, I can save. Into which adventure log do you wish me to record this? In that case, I must overwrite Spacebot level 1. Yes. Most JRPGs I know have just used real numbers with the currency, and 2 is almost as cheap as it gets. That's true. Yes, we don't have fractions of currency, but you know, what's stopping us from having that? I slept at home a lot just to have 8 GP on infees early. Just to save 8 GP on infees. I'll definitely sleep at home if I'm here. This is the castle town of Eliahan, as you know. If you're planning on heading out for a hike, you could do worse than visit the picturesque village of Reeve to the northwest. Save. Yeah, I figured it out, I think. Let's talk to this guy. The castle's closed at nighttime. If you want to meet the king, you'll have to go there during the day. Alright, this looks like it could be a party planning place. Oh, bother, I left my bag hanging on the wall in my room at the inn. And it had my gold coins and herbs in it. God, it's probably long gone. Well, nothing I can do about it now. If someone has swiped it, I hope they put my things to good use at least. Okay, well, he doesn't want it, so... most towns are home to several shops. Some sell weapons and armor, some deal in items. Their wares vary, so make sure to stop by any new shop you see. You can record your progress in an adventure log by praying at the church with nuns. This will allow you to pick up where you left off whenever you resume your journey. The game does autosave all on its own as well. However, these files are overwritten often, so do save manually from time to time. You can create a maximum of 9 save files. Just remember, FASF, Fearless Adventurers, save frequently. You guys remember that? FASF. We need to keep that in mind. Okay, we gotta go get that guy's stuff. At the very least, we'll try to bring it back to him. But if he really doesn't want it, then we get free stuff. Let's see, can I just go into the inn rooms? Spacebot takes a quick look inside the bag. 12 gold coins. That's fun. Can we barge in on this person sleeping? I only wanted to see what's on the other side of the ocean. Ow, it hurts. Who dis? Seems the fellow in the room opposite tried to make himself a wrecking ball and met with a little accident. I was just enjoying some peace and quiet when suddenly an almighty bang came from his room. Judging by how badly he's hurt, those things must be pretty dangerous. Wait, what did he do? He got hurt in the room? It sounded like he went on a, tried to sail across the ocean and got hurt. Was he dreaming? Whoops. Alright, let's see if this is Patty's party planning place. If you're looking to put together a solid party, you want a warrior, a priest, and a mage. If Patty over there doesn't have what you're looking for, head upstairs and get the recruitment people to find it for you. What's that? Need a key, do ya? Come to think of it, I once knew a bloke who had a knack for opening doors. Went by the name Kirk Buzzer. I haven't seen him in a good while, mind you. Not since he headed off for the tower on the island west or there. Okay, he's on an island to the west. Oh yeah, I should remember that. Can't play piano. Is this Patty?
Hey, you. Still can't believe this day's finally here. I remember when you popped out of your mother like it was yesterday, you know? Oh, and don't be thinking I'm ridiculously old or anything. I was just a kid back then. But it felt like I suddenly had a new sibling to look after. To
No,
think
we know
that
her
was
well.
16 whole years ago. At any rate, I'm sure you know by now, but Patty's Party Planning Place is your one-stop shop for all things adventuring.
That's what everyone tells
If
me.
you find yourself feeling lonely on the road, or simply want some muscle you can count on in a pinch, let me know. I'll find the perfect companions to suit your needs. But gosh, you really are all grown up now, aren't you? May take me a while to get used to. At any rate.
Oh, maybe we haven't seen her in a long time? Welcome to Patty's Party Planning Place. If you want to find new party members, this is the place to be. Same goes if you want to ditch them for that matter. So how can I help you today? Alright, we gotta pick up new characters. Okay, I don't get to name them. Good, we don't have to call one Worm. Okay, I guess I only have these options. Marcella the Warrior. Warrior Show-Off. Merle, Mage, Personality Slippery Devil, and Nikolai, Priest, Personality Mule. You want Marcella to join you? No problemo. Yoo-hoo, Marcella! Spacebot's here to see you. You can create more characters. That's what it seems like. But maybe we'll go with this to start off with. You want Merle to join you? No problemo. Yoo-hoo, Merle! Spacebot's here. Alright, we'll get Nikolai. Let's see, recruit more allies. Feels like your party's still short a few pals? Well, you could try talking to any adventurer that happens to be here, but your best bet is to head upstairs. I promise my man up there will be able to find you the exact type of adventurer you're looking for. Or my name isn't Patty. Can I do anything else for you? What's Helping Hands? Have you noticed the Aid an Adventurer and Ask for Assistance options at Patty's? You can use these features to lend and borrow characters called volunteers between adventure logs. If you fancy learning more, take a look at the Aiding Adventurers and Asking for Assistance Travelers Tips entries. Feeling like helping out another adventurer, or is it you that's in need of some aid? If you're feeling kind, you can sign up your party members here to lend someone else a helping hand. Is this a multiplayer feature? Anyone you register with me will be able to join another entirely different adventure. Now that's not to say they'll end up and vanish from your party or anything. They'll just be available to help other adventurers out if they're down on their luck. So who you were thinking might be a helper material? Interesting. There's a bunch of classes to pick from, even some new ones in this version apparently. Yeah, I'm sure. We'll probably we might take a look at them. It kind of seems like this is the ideal starting party, though. That's new. Okay, that's cool. No, just multiple save. This seems exploitable. At least that's how you're reading it. Interesting. Still a cool concept. Yeah, it is cool. It would be really awesome if it was like if that was like a Death Stranding style multiplayer. You immediately want to abuse it. I mean, it's not really, I don't know if it sounds abusing because it's all your characters. You know, they're just going off on another adventure. That's kind of cool. I think it fits flavor-wise perfectly. Anything else I can help you with? So let's see what happens. So who are you thinking might be helper material? Well, I don't want to give up any of them right now. Call again soon. Be sure to equip your belongings instead of leaving them to languish in your bag. You can do this by going to the equipment section of the main menu. Okay. Good idea. Let's make sure everyone's got equipment. Maybe a club? I see. He can have a stick. Or should the mage have the stick? Maybe the mage should have the stick. And priest should have nothing for now. Okay, there's a chest here. However, it looks like it's locked. You can claim various bonus items from this chest if you pre-ordered the game or bought it from certain shops. Okay. For more details, pay a visit to the website of the shop you bought Dragon Quest III HD-2D remake from, or read the instructions for obtaining your bonus items. Okay, it's weird that, like, is this gonna be in the game forever? Like, if you buy this game 5 years from now, is this gonna be in the game? Immersion ruined? Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Chris. The game has broken the third wall, the fourth wall. If you ask me, there's two kinds of adventure in this world. Those that include conjurers like mages and priests in their party, and those that don't. The ones that don't tend to go all out and fill their parties with warriors, martial artists, and even merchants. Vocations that focus on strength and stamina. Personally, I'd go for a more balanced lineup if I were you. Break all the walls. Let's break them all. And if you really don't want to include any magic users, then why not take a monster wrangler or a thief along for the ride? Well, you've got your martial artists. They're quick as you like. Then there's your thieves, good for treasure hunting, obviously. Then, of course, there's merchants. They can appraise your items for you, which is pretty useful. Don't go anywhere near the gadabouts, though. Useless lot, they are. Always mucking about in battles. Bunch of clowns, if you ask me. If you insist on having one along, leave it until you're strong enough to carry some serious dead weight. Were there not thieves in other versions? Did they maybe have a different name for the class in older versions? Monster Wranglers are a special bunch, that's for sure. They ain't especially strong, and they definitely ain't much in the magic department neither, but they don't play by the rules, and that's what makes them so useful. I happen to know a fair few adventurers out there that have benefited more than once from their healing abilities. Healing abilities? Not in the NES version? Because I feel like Thief is a pretty standard D&D class. And it's all kind of based on D&D. So maybe they're rogues or something like that. I have no idea who invented bags, but whoever did was a genius. Truly, how do we ever carry our possessions around without them? That said, they're not much use during battles. You won't have time to reach into yours for items if you're preoccupied showing a slime what's what. No, if there's something you think you'll need in a fight, best to keep it on your or companion's person. Nope, no such class. Wow. That's especially interesting because like the very first quest that we got, or side quest that we got, is to find the thief's key. Thank you for Cat voice acting. You're welcome, Cat. When I was a young whippersnapper, I made a point of stopping by the shops whenever I visited new towns. I used to love perusing the merchants' wares. Now, an adventurer such as yourself will want to focus on the weapons and armor. If you're blessed in the strength department, get yourself a trusty weapon. Otherwise, concentrate on defensive gear. Oh, if heroes are chosen by heaven itself, then sages are chosen by gods. Through trials most fearsome and bad for the health, they'll make it against all the odds. You guys like my song? Gadabouts were just called fools before. The Thief's Key was in the original, just not the class. Monster Wranglers are new too. Monster Wrangler, I'm not surprised, is new. That sounds like a complicated class. Okay, we're gonna go with the base class to start out with, and maybe we can upgrade later. What's this? Welcome to the Rainbow's End Bank. You can trust us to keep your hard-earned money safe. Deposits and withdrawals are accepted in multiples of 100 gold coins. And of course, our services are entirely complimentary. So how can I help you today? I don't have 100 gold. So we're gonna skip that. Okay, I guess we're going out adventuring now. Let's go see what happens. Where's the exit? Here we go. If you feel a bit lost, press square to take a look at your map. It'll show you the current location and give you a good idea of your surroundings too. Adventure underway! We got a trophy! Tuffy, welcome in. True, but DQ10 calls them gadabouts now. Maybe they're keeping in line with the updated names. Tuffy, I hope you're having a great night. Thanks for joining. Spacebot obtains a medicinal herb. An antidotal herb? Seeds of stamina. We're on the world map. Look at this world map. It looks so great. I love how the towns look sprite-y, but they're 3D also. Alright, we're fighting birds, our very first enemy. What can we do with tactics? Fight wisely. Okay, we can tell them what their strategy is. I'm just gonna say fight wisely. Spacebot, follow orders. I like how it switches to first person view like after the round starts. That's pretty cool. Not played DQ10, unfortunately. Few have, but Tuffy is one of the few. What about roundabouts? Are they in the game? I don't think we have roundabouts as a class. It's translated, but quite a bit is needed to play it. Just wanted to reference yes. Thank you for referencing yes, Cat. Japan only MMO. Yeah, I think it's Japan only MMO. By the way, you did have an issue. Got on the official Discord, and one of the creators helped fix everything. Nice. Tuffy's talking about Phantasy Star Online. We were trying to play Phantasy Star Online together the other night on the GameCube version. It is, but it's fully playable. You're currently playing it. It's very cool that you're playing that, Tuffy. So I got a free copy of this game from Square Enix to play on stream. So thank you, Square Enix, for sponsoring tonight's stream. So it's a bit of a special one tonight. My main stream game that I've been playing through is Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, but we've had a bunch of kind of special events in the interim, so it's been a while since we've gotten back to Mystic Quest. Last stream we had Bad Games Night, and then before that we had Halo Co-op, and let's see, what do we have before that? I guess that's what we had. It's a fun game. You're playing 2 files concurrently. Oh, of this one. Tuffy, are you making use of the helping hand thing? Or the helping adventurer? Does that transfer the party members between save files? Because we were trying to figure out if that meant like you were transferring them between your own save files or between other people online. Tuffy is here. It's true. I feel like my light... See, I got a new light since last stream, and I feel like this setting is too bright, but this setting is too dark. I don't know what to do. This is definitely too bright, right? But this is like just ever so slightly too dark. What do I do? Which one do you guys think looks better? The too dark or the too bright?
You gotta do what? I gotta believe!
Oceanics, welcome in. Thank you for believing. One with full party, one being solo. You have not used it. You think you can offer your character letters online? Okay, that's really cool, Tuffy. That's what I initially thought. Kind of like almost like a Death Stranding style multiplayer. That's really amazing. Thanks for being a big Tuffy fan. Can you put it further from you? Oh, yes, I could put it further from me, potentially. It's where the camera's mounted to, though. That would also mean that the camera goes further from me. Looks fine to you? Okay, good. I'm glad it looks fine. As is? You like it as is right now? Thank you, Chris. Exactly, but you can't offer your hero, only a party member. Yeah, that's a very cool mechanic. I like that a lot. Okay, each party member receives 8 experience points. Marcella reaches level 2. Marcella's our first level 2. Let's go, Marcella. And Merle. Oceanics 42 is flat design. Flat design. That's the entire description. Flat design, period. Oceanics, I hope you like being flat design. Congrats on your aesthetic. Flat design. Sheesh. Feels so one-dimensional. 2 dimensions are also flat. You could be 2-dimensional. Let's see if we can cross that river. Oh, it's our first slime. Look how happy the slime looks. How are we doing on HP? I feel like the combat is a little slow. I wonder if there's a way to speed it up. I feel like in all the gameplay footage that I've seen, the combat goes a little faster than this. You can speed it up between turns or in the options. Well, I'm gonna look at those options right after this battle. We'll show LR at the top of the screen. Ah, I see. Battle speed normal, fast, ultra fast. Now let's see ultra fast. Yeah, I think ultra fast is pretty good unless we really need to like stop and think about what's happening. I like ultra fast. You did see a battle speed option when we were checking out the system settings. Ah, thank you, Chris. Yeah, let's go check it out right now. Battle speed. It's the very first one. Oh, cool. It stays whatever you set it to in between turns. That's cool. Okay, so we can't cross the river. And I love how expansive the world map feels. Like the size of the world map compared to the towns and like the view of it. Very like FF7 style point of view on the world map too, I must say. Oddly enough, when you open stuff that has special items / key items, it's normal speed. Interesting. We'll have to see how that plays out. Reeve Promontory Passage. Alright, Reeve is where we gotta go. To the north. 3 Dazzle Me Knots. Of course, mine is a Switch version, so maybe it's the console. Probably not. I feel like there's probably a lot of QA for this game, you know? That's a good thing though, right? The game's making sure you know what you got. Yeah, it might be intentional for that reason. That makes a lot of sense. We saw a bunny corn. Spacebot reaches level 2, finally. Everyone else leveled up before me. I guess that's because I'm only 16 years old. I love how the world map looks. I love how it feels to move around it. Like the scale of the map and the perspective and the speed that your character moves is like perfectly tuned to make it feel like such an adventure. Either of you had any exposure to quantum computing. What makes you ask that question, Spec? I've had exposure to quantum computing in the sense of, like, listening to lectures about it and having a vague notion of what it is. You're in cooldown mode. It was a rough week. I'm sorry it was a rough week, Oceanics. I hope you're able to cool down. They've broken RSA and AES with quantum computing. Yeah, that's... So, quantum computing, if is successfully implemented, yeah, it can break any encryption that we have, because, you know, okay, the idea of quantum computing is that instead of doing things sequentially, you can check every possible combination of things in parallel all at once. So, you know, instead of taking like millions of years to go like to like check every possible combination of digits to find a password, you're checking them all at once. That's basically the benefit of quantum computing. The RSA keys they've broken are of a smaller length than the ones we were using in the 1990s. That's wild. It's awesome but scary. Doesn't mean that there shouldn't be a push or post quantum crypto though. 22-bit, you think it was? Yeah, I mean, you know, it's definitely, there's definitely scary things, but you know, it's like anything, like technology advances and we'll find a way to live with it somehow. Might just be a matter of scaling. Well, it sounds like whatever article you read was probably like it was probably a news article that was written based on like a scientific paper, like a research paper or something, and they're showing that it worked on this like toy example, but I mean, it's not to downplay it though. I mean, proof of concept is a powerful thing. We will adapt, yeah. Yeah, we'd have to eventually figure out some quantum encryption. I'm sure that'll happen, and you know, there might be scary stuff that happens in the interim, in the middle, in between, but you know, it's like anything. It's like, you know, the internet coming into being, or TV broadcasts coming into being, or the advent of social media, and you know, of course you can paint a lot of those things as having negative consequences, and I'm sure quantum computing will have some as well. They've recently found very good evidence to back up the holographic universe theory as well. I don't know anything about the holographic universe theory. What's that? I don't see how that would help if it could just see all the possible combinations simultaneously anyway. Well, I don't know what quantum encryption would look like, right? Tied to how information is handled on a quantum level, information being any change in state which can be viewed as bitwise operations. Oh, is it saying like, you know, the possible information is finite or something like that? Don't know, can't say that I know for certain what the solution would be, but if we're interested in solving that problem, I would feel something may exist out there. Gotta look into it. Yeah, I'm sure people are thinking about that problem, because you know, this kind of thing is always like an arms race where, you know, people are looking for ways to break encryptions, and that causes people to develop more robust encryptions. But yeah, the quantum computing would be a pretty big game changer for that field, though. Resting a while or staying the night at an inn will fully restore your HP and MP. If you find yourself the worse for wear after a bruising battle, head to the nearest inn to relax. That said, staying in an inn is definitely not a cure for death. You'll need to pay a church or a nun a visit if you have someone in need of resurrection. All right, let's check out Reeve. Look at how that bridge. Look at this game is so gorgeous. Oh my goodness. I just need to stop and appreciate the graphics here. You know, a little while ago, there was this video on YouTube making the rounds about the Legend of Zelda series. And, you know, like the clickbait title of it was "The Question That No One Asks Miyamoto." And they cited all these times where in like interviews throughout the years, like throughout his entire career, whenever he's talking about Zelda, he says, with Zelda, I want to make a miniature garden. And nobody really, especially in the West, nobody ever asked him what does that mean? What the heck do you mean Zelda's a miniature garden? But what it means is like there's this Japanese practice called is it Hokiniwa? Hokiniwa maybe? I might be mixing up the words. But it's like, you know, it's like the art of making like a garden in a box, or like kind of like a diorama, but with like real plants maybe. And the idea is like the design philosophy of The Legend of Zelda is based on like, it's like parallel with this art of Hakoniwa. I think it's Hakoniwa. Anyways, this game right now, the graphics of this game capture that aesthetic very well also. That's my little tangent here. Gotta wrap your head around qubits next as a software engineer. Oh no, Spec. When it was really new, you read up on it, but you've forgotten everything. Time to catch back up. It's a lot to learn / relearn about computing. I think quantum computing seems very different from the computing that we know and love. I once had this martial artist friend who refused to go into battle without his trusty pair of claws. Always said he felt weak without them. They're a bit hard to get your hands on, though, if you'll pardon the pun. Okay, we'll forgive his pun. Greetings. If you're looking for items, you're in luck. Now, how can I serve you? Well, there's a divine dagger. Oh, pot lid. How much money do I have? Oh, I have 100 G. Okay, we can't really afford most of this stuff. I can afford like one new item. Thankfully for your career, web engineering will never touch qubits. Your job will always be abstracted. By the way, I missed it. Did you grab the 3 people pre-made or made these 3 characters? I grabbed the 3 pre-made ones, Tuffy. Thought that would be the best way to jump in. However, viewing how things manifest physically in the universe as a holographic like interference pattern on a quantum level, conditions that string theory points towards, is very interesting on a philosophical level at a minimum. That is definitely interesting on a philosophical level, yes. Okay, I don't know what to buy, so I'm not going to buy anything yet. Have you ever noticed how some item shops sell clothes and hats too? Just goes to show you, you may as well take a look at every shop in town if there's something specific you're after. Good idea. Back to the game. Are we string theory people or quantum field theory gamers? JK, we don't need to diverge that much. I'm not sure what the difference between them is. Say, have you ever heard of the Thief's Key? I once heard some old bloke in the Dreamer's Tower looks after it. All on his lonesome on that tiny isle west of Aliahan. As you know, there's actually a hidden passage in the woods south of here that leads right to the tower. I've always wanted to take a look at it myself, but the forest is oh so dark, and well, I'm not exactly the bravest man you'll ever meet. Your objectives have been updated. Okay, we know about a hidden passage in the forest. I think they have some overlap, but you often hear about there being disagreements in the 2 interpretations. Ah. If you spot something suspicious when you're out wandering, 9 times out of 10 it'll be something interesting. So don't just gawp from afar. Get up close and investigate. Oi, Sunshine! You best be making an effort to put up any equipment you see on the ground out and about on your travels. Pick up any equipment. We are manifold simultaneities. That's some big words, Oceanics. They're all what remains of adventurers just like you who weren't lucky enough to make it on. Well, mostly anyway. Some of it's probably just gears some geezers dropped in it. Welcome to the village of Reeve. Welcome. If you're after weapons or armor, you've come to the right place. What can I do for you? All too rich for my blood. Come again. Do you ever happen upon all sorts of bits and bobs whilst exploring the realm? Why, I myself have found countless edible herbs, pieces of forgotten gear, and even the odd treasure chest from time to time. Gifts from the goddess, I say. Better they serve someone than go to waste, eh? Yeah, that's like how I found that guy's money in the inn, after he told me that he left it there. Maybe the Bolak will save us. Maybe, Spec. The two theories fall apart and physicists start throwing things out windows. Welcome to our inn, weary travelers. Will you be staying the night, or perhaps simply stopping for a short rest? Either way, it's 8 gold. I'm not staying. It's too expensive, and I'm at full health. How did I get to full health? I don't even know. The door's locked. Oh. Probably we can open it with a thief's key. You have to promise me you'll kill lots and lots of monsters. They got my mummy and daddy. It's so sad. This poor kid. Who takes care of him now? The innkeeper? So this stream tonight is sponsored by Square Enix. I got a free copy of this game to check out on stream, and you know, I thought this is the kind of new release that's very in line with my content, so I thought we'd check it out. Funny, isn't it, how martial artists actually get weaker if you give them a sword or a spear to wield. Suppose they spend too much time training with their fists that they don't know the first thing about blades and spears. Something to keep in mind if you ever meet a martial artist. It's no good, it won't budge. Oh, it moves for me. I guess I'm really strong. Blimey! With that kind of strength, they'll go far in this world. Spacebot examines the ground at his feet. 210 gold coins. That's like tripled my money right there. They added Donkey Kong Land to NSO. That's awesome. Did you know today's the birthday of Donkey Kong Country? Donkey Kong Country is 30 years old today. I remember when I got Donkey Kong Country for Christmas in 1994. I wonder if that's why they added it. I think that's for sure why they added it. Are you playing Donkey Kong Land right now, Megan? Donkey Kong Land is really, really cool. So Donkey Kong Land 2 and 3 are much more like ports of Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3. But Donkey Kong Land 1 is like its own sequel to Donkey Kong Country. Faithful servant of the goddess, how may the church assist you? I don't have any need for the church. Please take care, my child, and may the goddess watch over you. I know it can be easy to panic if you're unlucky enough to get poisoned by a monster, but as long as you've got an antidotal herb to hand, you'll be right as rain in no time. It's also worth remembering that being poisoned doesn't make a lot of difference whilst you're fighting. Just wait to cure yourself till you've taken care of your foes, I say. Regardless, make a point of always having some antidotal herb on hand you'll be fine. Oh, I did not mean to commit that to memory. Let's see. We should buy equipment probably for people. Oh, what am I doing here? Recall. What did the king ask me to do? This is the whole flashback that it's recounting right now. Oh yeah, the Archfiend Baramos, that's right. Mistress Patty. Oh, okay. We did that already. Be wise to seek out the thief's key. First. Okay, once you've done so, make your way to Reeve. Oh, they wanted me to find the thief's key before coming to Reeve. Okay, so we don't have a set goal other than find the thieves' key right now. I thought there was something that they asked me to do here in this town. Let's go save and then let's go find the thieves' key. I was gonna say, I have very clear memories of getting Donkey Kong Country for Christmas in 1994, and Donkey Kong Country was the first video game that I was ever hyped for, because I got the VHS tape that Nintendo sent out in the mail, and also my mom had fond memories of playing the original Donkey Kong arcade game. So my mom kind of like hyped it up to me too. She was kind of excited to see Donkey Kong Country and like watch that VHS tape with me. Oh wait, we're done here. We saved. And then I got DKC 2 and 3 for the next 2 Christmases also. And that was always like my biggest Christmas present was a Donkey Kong Country game for 3 years of my childhood. That's why to this day the DKC games are in my top few favorite games. Even DKC 3. Are these metal slimes? No, they're just normal slimes. Why'd they all run away? Somewhere in this forest is a secret passage that goes to the island. Let's see, I'm assuming that it'll be like sparkly, like the items on the ground, but maybe not. Don't see anything in this forest yet. It did say forest to the south. I'm pretty sure. Anyone got any plans for the weekend? We are starting to look for a minivan for my family because we've grown to the size that needs a minivan. Vans shoes. I wish it was Vans shoes. That would be a lot cheaper. I wish Vans shoes could transport my 3 kids comfortably. Have nothing going on this weekend. Think you're gonna sleep in? Oh, you should definitely sleep in. Suji and you might play Melee? Ooh, Melee. That's exciting. I haven't played Melee, Super Smash Bros. Melee in a long time. The last time that I played Melee, I think I had some friends over in when I was in grad school, and they saw my GameCube and they're like, "Oh, can we play Super Smash Brothers?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And this guy was like knew how to play Super Smash Brothers, and it wasn't fun for very long. Suji loves Melee. You're excited to play? Nice. What character are you gonna be? I was always Link in Melee. Like me and my neighborhood friends played a lot of Melee in like middle school and high school. Like playing as Kirby. Can't play those games as much anymore because your hands hurt a lot. Do you think you're a competitive person? I think I'm probably a competitive person, yes. Although I don't much like competing anymore. You know, I had a long phase of being really into Magic the Gathering. And it was like, it was too much. But I went to a lot of Magic the Gathering tournaments and stuff. Also, being competitive is stressful. Did you kick everyone's butts? Sometimes. I got in like, there was a couple like big size tournaments that I got in like the top 8 for. But you know, that was only like 2 or 3 times out of playing so much. Nowadays, thinking about playing Magic the Gathering makes me feel kind of sick because of how much I played it. We got a medicinal herb. Okay, is this the way? Oh, we got an oaken club, a pot lid. Ooh, so much gear. Promontory Passage. Maybe that's where we need to go, the Promontory Passage. I should equip stuff. What's stronger? Oaken Club? No, the Copper Sword is stronger. Okay. Leather hat. Alright, Marcella. I think she gets a sword now. She gets a pot lid. Does this guy finally get a weapon? Can he use an oaken club? Wait. Ah, okay, I see, I see. That's saying that Marcella owns that oaken club. I was confused. Okay, makes sense. Mediterranean, welcome in. How's it going? Good to see ya. Hope you're having a good one. We are checking out Dragon Quest III HD-2D remake tonight. I got a free copy of the game from Square Enix to play on stream. So it's probably gonna be just a one-off stream of checking this game out. I'm probably not gonna play through the whole thing on stream. I think we're gonna go back to Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. But I thought it would be very cool to check this out because this release is very much in line with my ideals, I think. Wow, cool. It looks amazing. I'm sold. Yeah, the graphics are gorgeous in this game. The way it's like something that is completely new and like high fidelity graphics but feels like a retro game. And of course plays just like a retro game. And I'm very, very impressed with it. Mediterranean, have you played many Dragon Quest games? Here we go. Here's our secret passage. Promontory Passage. Look at this. Look at the lighting. Oh my god. Look at the shadows. The shadows of the sprites. It's so good. You played 1, 2, and 3. Nice. Did you play them on the NES? I guess there's many versions of 1, 2, and 3. I played 1 on the NES and I played 5 on the Super Nintendo. Those are the only ones I played before this. What did it say? They were too something to move. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Played 1 on the NES, played 2 when it came with the 1 and 2 combo on Super Nintendo. Ah, nice. I would love to do the to play the Super Nintendo versions. Like 1, 2, and 3 are all on Super Nintendo. There's so many versions. There's NES, Super Nintendo, GameCube, or Game Boy, I mean, not GameCube. Then there's like the mobile ports, but those don't look very good. Especially now that we have this and Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD-2D is coming very soon for modern platforms. Look at that view. Look at the water. I love how like stuff goes out of focus. I love how it just looks like this little. You know, it's similar to the way that the Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening remake looks, where it kind of looks like a little diorama. Eggroll, hello. Thank you for taking your daily Bubsy lesson. Wow, you're up to 46. Egg roll, nice aesthetic. Good job. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, the one thing that you guys should see is that I'm actually covering up the mini map. So I'm gonna turn myself off for a second so that you can see the mini map. So there's that mini map that's showing you like how to navigate the dungeon, that's definitely something new. Actually, did I go over this way? How's Dragon Quest III? How good is it? It's really good so far, Eggrolled. It's really beautiful. It's really... I love how this is a game that just like drops you into a world and says, figure it out. Like, there's no real objective. We just met the king in our hometown and he said, the Dark Lord's a-comin'. I guess he gave us a little direction. He said, go find the Thieves' Key. That's basically all he said. So I love that. I love games that don't hold your hand. I love games that just let you get lost. Drops you into a world and tells you to figure out is right up your alley. Yes, I love it so much. I find it interesting how they had to translate the cubic map design to something much more organic and natural. Do you mean by cubic you mean tile based? I wonder how much thought was put into that, because like it's obviously a completely different, it's a complete ground up remake. So your characters don't move to specific tiles and like stuff isn't on specific tiles anymore. They just take like the general shape. They could just take the general shape of stuff. Fun fact, DQ3 released midweek and caused a mass truancy issue. Enix afterwards made the decision to always release DQ games on non-school days because of it. Yes, Mediterranean. That is a fun fact. Yeah, Dragon Quest in Japan is like, you know, it's like the biggest thing ever. It's kind of wild that Dragon Quest didn't catch on so strongly here. Much, much more popular, I know. And if you look at old Nintendo Power magazines, like I do, they constantly had coverage of Dragon Quest, and they would constantly talk about how popular it was in Japan. Like they knew that there was some way to like unlock it for the American audience. They knew that there had to be a way to get it to be as popular here as it is there, and they kept trying even after Enix of America went under. Like the American branch of Enix went out of business. I think either soon after or soon before Dragon Quest V came out. And there's an article in Nintendo Power where they're like, Enix said they're not releasing any more games in the US. We need you to write to them and tell them you want Dragon Quest or you want RPGs. The DQ craze in Japan is always interesting. People love the simplicity. Don't know why that never translated here. I don't know. I mean, like, I mean, it's not just that it's simple, right? It's like it's that it is the quintessential JRPG. And eventually JRPGs did catch on here during the PlayStation era. But I don't know, was it too late for Dragon Quest by then? If only we got 5 in the West back on Super Nintendo. I know. There's a Dragon Quest land in Japan I'd love to go. Oh, Manok has been there. He was just talking about it. The younger boys and I are watching Adventure of Dai right now. It has every bit of the spirit of the games. Oh my god, I should watch that with my kids, Mediterranean. That's a good idea. I wonder if they'd watch it with me. A lot of times they don't want to watch my suggestions just by virtue of me being the one to suggest them. Just because it's something that I want to watch with them, they'll say no. But I can try. Thank you for shouting out Eggroll Buddy. Did you name anyone Worm? I couldn't name anybody, Megan, and you weren't here to fight for it, to force me to figure out how to name people, so no. But listen, we can always create new characters, actually. You can go and recruit new adventurers whenever you want. So I think it's possible to name somebody Worm. I just haven't done it yet. What about Eggroll Buddy? Did I name someone Eggroll Buddy? No, I haven't done that either. Oh, thanks for shouting out Mediterranean. Mediterranean's really cool. He's playing Skyrim. Last I saw. Look at that. It's a set of Wayfarer's clothes. And thanks for shouting out Megan, Eggroll. And Tuffy. Oh, Tuffy, I saw the title of the game that you were playing, and I opened your stream last night, but then I got distracted. I didn't really get to see what it was all about. But what is that game that you're playing, Tuffy? Silva Saga 2: Legend of the Light. Tuffy plays a lot of really interesting deep-cut RPGs. A lot of stuff that is only playable via fan translation. It's a really cool time over there. Alright, we're giving the Wayfarer's clothes to Marcella. Thank you for adding an eggy command, Megan. Can't remember, is this your first run of Ocarina of Time? She's playing a randomizer. It's the third game in the Minelvaton trilogy. What's the deal with those games? What platform are they for? How old are they? NES, Super Nintendo. It's really cool. It's the same world with some changes each time and continuity between games. Ooh, interesting. There's even characters that are in all three, for example. Cool. Spacebot, Marcella, Merle, and Nikolai. Did you name all of them? No, I only named Spacebot. Spacebot's the only one I named. The others came already named. We didn't even have the option to change the name. I think if we want to name a character, we have to basically like create a character. That should have been easy to notice. You've been exhausted. Oh, that was a randomizer. No worries, Mediterranean. First one came out a few months before FF1, while the third came out about 8 months before FF6. Cool. You would name this party Bubsy, Worm, and Eggroll Buddy. You didn't want to create the character. Yeah, I decided not to try creating any characters yet, but yeah, we can go back and create a character, perhaps. Can we name one Sonic 06? I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I want a character named Sonic 06. It kind of sounds like a fart when you open chests. Let me see what the seeds do. What do seeds do? Cures ally bedazzlement. Permanently increases stamina. Permanently increases strength. Okay, I'm gonna put these on my main character. I'm gonna use this on Spacebot. When are you gonna play Sonic Adventure 2? I've already played Sonic Adventure 2. Not on stream. I didn't want to continue it off stream even. Can't wait to see Megan's playthrough with Megan, Worm, Worm 2, and Worm 3. True Tuffy. Space Robot Worm, Egg Worm Buddy, and Tuffy Worm. Those are good names. A Sonic Adventure 2 hater. Listen, okay, here's my Sonic Adventure 2 story. So I've always thought that Sonic Adventure 2 looked really cool. I always wanted to get it on GameCube. I never did until many years later as an adult, and I played it. I played it after I quote unquote beat Sonic Adventure 1, where I didn't realize that the other characters were like the rest of the story. I thought that you just would like play through the Sonic levels again with the other characters. So I played through just as Sonic and was like, okay, I beat Sonic Adventure 1, let's play Sonic Adventure 2. And Sonic Adventure 2, you don't choose between all the other characters. You just play through those levels sequentially. And I realized I really disliked all of the non-Sonic gameplay in Sonic Adventure 2. So after I got to the end of the hero storyline, I decided I didn't want to go through the villain storyline or the dark storyline. And then, like, I don't know, 2 years later or something, I come to learn that, oh, actually, Sonic Adventure 1, you're supposed to do all these other characters also. And then when I did that, it kind of brought it down for me. The Sonic gameplay is great. Sonic is fun to just run around and you know, do the Sonic things. But it's the other characters that really bring those games down for me. Like, I just want to be Sonic. Are there any 3D Sonic games where you only have to play as Sonic? How dare you hurt Eggy and I like this? He was a Sonic Adventure 1 hater too. You guys know the story. You guys know my feelings about it. How do I mute the streamer? Mediterranean, thank you for standing with me. You might be the only one. No Worms, hater of Sonic, lives in an Arby's. I'm a riot. I thought you would love it if I lived in an Arby's. I thought that was like, you'd want to come over all the time if I lived in Arby's. Sonic Frontiers, Sonic Generations, Sonic Colors. Ooh, I have Sonic Colors. I have the PS4 remaster of Sonic Colors. Sonic and the Secret Rings, that one always looked kind of weird to me. That's like the on rails one, right? Maybe I'll try Sonic Colors. Sonic and the Black Knight. But you play as Knight Sonic, which is like not playing as Sonic, right? Arby's hurts your tummy? Me too. That's why I don't live there. Sonic Unleashed. That also doesn't feel like you're only playing as Sonic because you play as Werewolf Sonic. Sonic 06 if you ignore everyone but Sonic. That's exactly what I did for Sonic Adventure 1, and I loved it at that time. I'm gonna act up as Twilight Princess not playing as Link. It's funny that you bring that up because I do feel like when you transformed into a wolf in Twilight Princess, those are the worst parts of the game. And honestly, it's like when you transform to like, I always thought the wolf thing in Twilight Princess was a gimmick, and I wish that they didn't have that. I hate starting with the GameCube era. At least it felt like every Nintendo game had always had to have some kind of gimmick to it. Like I always just wanted a straight ahead. Like I wanted Super Mario 3D platformer where you didn't have to spray water on things, and I wanted a Zelda game where you didn't have to turn into a wolf. But I do really love Twilight Princess overall. Meg's Breaking Bad over here. According to Space Robot Arm, Twilight Princess is not a Zelda game. Why are you saying what? We love controversial Sonic and Nintendo talk in our Drag Quest. Why Mario Sunshine catching strays right now? Listen, don't you think it's very like in line with the fact that you turn into a wolf in Twilight Princess, That's the gimmick. That's the thing that makes it just not a straight ahead Zelda game. And then in Mario Sunshine, you have to spray water on stuff, which makes it not just straight ahead Mario. I like Sunshine, but I did not like 100%ing it. See, Mario Sunshine took me 17 years to beat. So I think that speaks for itself. I just think it's neat that Link and Sonic are werewolf brothers. I guess that's true. You're not wrong. Oh, how many of these do I have? Seed of Defense. I think this is what I did in Dragon Quest V. I used all of the seeds on my main character, pretty much. You hope Mario can be a werewolf next? I don't think Mario's gonna be a werewolf. I'm sorry to say. I don't think Miyamoto would let it happen. Okay, well, Mario's a were-elephant, right? We do have Mario as a were-elephant. But it's different, because that's just a power-up. That's not like a central aspect of the game. That's a big difference. You know, if it was just a side little thing that you did every now and then, I think that's fine. I don't view Elephant Mario as a gimmick. Wario Land 5, Curse of the Were-Plumber. There you go. You should pitch that idea, Mediterranean. You're sitting on gold. Accessing items in battle. You can store all kinds of objects in your seemingly bottomless bags. That said, you won't be able to rummage through the item or equipment bags while in a fight, no matter how neatly you pack. In short, if you think you'll need to call on something in a battle, keep it on your person. Didn't we already see that message? I could have sworn we already saw that. Oh, I thought these stairs led to nowhere. Ooh, Dreamer's Tower. Hold on, before we explore Dreamer's Tower, we definitely have to, explore below a little bit. It's literally Mario becoming a werewolf with the hose from Sunshine. Oh my god, I never looked at it that way, Megan. I never looked at it that way. But you're right. Why are you making me question Super Mario Wonder like this? Why are you making me question Super Mario Wonder? You know, I saw when Super Mario Wonder came out, I saw a lot of, okay, I hate that I'm having like slightly negative takes that I'm sharing right now, but let me just get this out. When Super Mario Wonder came out, first of all, it's an amazing game. It's the best 2D Mario game since the Super Nintendo era, for sure. But I saw a lot of people putting it like on the same level as Super Mario World, and that always felt really wrong to me. It's definitely one tier lower than Super Mario World. But I never really could put my finger on why, but I think Megan just unlocked it. It's that Mario is a werewolf with the Super Mario Sunshine power. Okay, that's all the hot takes. That's the last of the hot takes. I'm crying. Sorry I made you cry, Megan. You're gonna share a hot take? Nintendo, you heard the man, get him. Don't at Nintendo in here. Is that your hot take? Is Eggy your hot take? What if Nintendo comes in and they're like, what? What do you guys say? What if Nintendo's lurking and you guys are calling them out of lurk? They block all of us. Door's locked. Okay, we need the thieves' key for that door, I guess. Tell them all your games are physical. Pound sand. Nintendo, you know, Nintendo releases all their games physically. You know, they don't do everything right, but I think that's a great thing that they do, actually. Have they had any Switch releases that were digital only? I'm trying to think. The only one that I can think of is Fire Emblem, Shadow Dragon, and the Blade of Light. The Famicom Fire Emblem game that was only available for a limited time. Still waiting on your Zelda 2 remake. All I gotta say, oh man, Mediterranean, if they did a Zelda 2 remake with the production value of the Link's Awakening remake, for example, obviously it would have that same production value. That would be incredible. Or even if they did a spiritual successor to Zelda 2, like a game that's in the style of Zelda 2, I would love that so much. Nintendo's mean sometimes, yeah. The Denpa Men trilogy. That's digital only? Interesting. Can you add BTTV so we can have extra Bubsy and 3D Sonic emotes? I don't know how to do that. I thought that I had it added, but I guess not. I don't have it as like a browser extension, so I only know what BTTV emotes look like when streamers have the chat on their overlay. I rely on that a lot. Give Eggy and you permission to edit emotes? I don't know how to do that either. I'll look into it, Megan. I'll look into it. Super Kirby Clash. Right, that's like the weird Kirby online game. I forgot all about that Kirby game. Box Boy and Box Girl. Famicom Detective? Wait, Famicom Detective Club has a physical release, I could have sworn. Is Famicom Detective something different than Famicom Detective Club? Shrine of the Plains. Let's go explore over here. I think we'd have to be editors. It's an editor thing. You'd be the first in line. You would starve 3 weeks for the $500 Mega Ultra Super Extended Collector's Edition. Me too, Mediterranean. Me too. Tetris 99, F-Zero 99. That's true. Those don't have physical releases. Okay, we probably want to go back and go to the Dreamer's Tower. Well, let's just explore around here and see if there's anything else to see. Oh, there's people here. Have you seen that huge tree to the west of town? It's managed to grow way bigger than anything else in the area. Go and take a look if you feel like it. Which town? If it was physical, it was only in Japan? Really? Famicom Detective Club 1 and 2? Mini medals. On your adventures, you may come across shiny trinkets known as mini medals. These can be traded for all kinds of wonderful prizes with Morgan Miniman, the mini medal enthusiast who dwells in the well in Aliahan. Thought they only just localized them recently. I think they came out in English at the same time. We're talking about the remakes of the Famicom games, right? Didn't they have like a 100-player Mario game that was online only? 35. Yeah, Super Mario Brothers 35. You love that game? That was fun. It was 1-1 and 1-2 simulator. Did you guys get into Nintendo World Championships at all? I know Eggroll did a little bit. I really loved playing Nintendo World Championships over the summer. I should open it back up and see what the current challenges are. They never invited you? Didn't get it yet? You still want it. You had the two that were on it, that were on the Wii U. I really want to pick up... So the ones that were on the Wii U were made by a company that made a game based on Game Center CX. It's called Retro Game Challenge in the US. And it's for the DS. I really want to get that DS game. It's kind of expensive, though. Still sad they didn't have friend play online. That's true, yeah. That would have been nice. I wonder if they've done any updates for the game, like for the overall game, like adding new modes or anything. Or I wonder if they have anything planned like that. Probably not. If you played Retro Game Challenge on the DS, you'd be so hype. It's absolutely playable for stream. That would be cool, Eggroll. That would be a cool one to do on stream. I don't know much about what it plays like other than like the NES remix on Wii U is kind of inspired by it. The games are playing on top screen. I think you only read instructions and select games and stuff on the bottom screen. Okay, yeah, that's perfect for my modded DS. Alright, I'm gonna take a bathroom break as soon as I go up these stairs. Alright, I will BRB. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. See you guys in just a minute. Hi, I'm back. How's everyone? I can't wait to meet Worm. We'll meet Worm someday. We gotta do this quest now. Thanks for calling me back, Gabriel. Thank you for welcoming back also. Alright, which way do we go? How goes DQ3 so far? Huami, it's going great. It's very cool. It's a lot of fun. Lewis, welcome. Thank you for meat shakes. Lewis, you're 91% worm. You're the most worm person I've met all night. I hope you're having a great night, Lewis. So I am playing this tonight because I got a free copy of the game from Square Enix to share on stream. I'm really excited about that. So we are checking out a modern game for once, although a game that is very much a retro game at heart. Lewis beat you in Optimus, it's true. You're the most worm person I've met all night. I need to tell someone this. Eggroll, you're 59% worm. You're not the least worm person I've met all night. I forget who was. Congrats on being King of Worms, Lewis. One day it'll work, Worm. I can't do mod things, can I leave? You can leave whenever you want, Megan. No one's holding you here. Alright, where are we going? We're checking out these side areas. Megan, you're doing great. I appreciate all of your modding things that you do. Am I like centaur in worm form? Wait, what percentage are you? 66%. Wow. Thank you for telling Megan to come back. Look at all the dragons. Look at all the dragon statues over here. Oh look, we can just leave. Runs after Megan. Bye, Huami. Okay, that's what the tower looks like from the outside. It looks pretty cool and scary. Confused. Everyone's running away, Mediterranean. It's probably because I told them how I feel about Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Sniffs myself. What does it smell like, Mediterranean? Oh, how me old bones ache, dearie. What I wouldn't give for a nice rest in this cozy little inn here. Is this really a cozy little inn? I feel like I'm being tricked. Customers! After all this time! I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. Welcome to our inn, weary travelers. Will you be staying the night? Or perhaps simply stopping for a short rest? Either way, it's 12 gold coins for a room. Do I? Okay, we'll rest a while. Until dawn. We rest until dawn. You are nice, Megan. Are you talking to me or Huami? I feel like you're talking to Huami. Would Megan ever call me nice? Kwame, I'm mad at you. See, I knew it.
You see that lady by the top of the stairs? She looked young enough to me, but she acts for all the world like she's as old as me gran.
That's what I thought. I thought she looked young. Too young to be talking like a gran. Wait, Megan, I forgot. What are you mad at me for? You said you hated Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, okay. It was that. Okay, okay. Oh, wow. Grudge. For what it's worth, I think that Sonic 1, 2, and 3, and Knuckles, and Sonic Mania are incredible video games. It's just everything after that starts to... Ugh, I don't know. It starts to all fall apart. Me, I like Sonic Adventure 2, Space Robot. That's the worst game I've ever played. Listen, I did not call it that. You know, I've said out loud on stream what I think the worst game I've ever played is. In fact, I said it last stream because last stream was our Bad Games Night stream. I think the worst game that I've ever played in my life is Superman for a Nintendo 64. What's that noise? Oh, she's poisoned or something. Marcella. Bubsy 3D is better than Sonic Adventure 2. I don't think that. You know, I think a lot of things, but I don't think that. No longer poisoned. Yay! Now you're letting Marcella pass away? I am not. She's got 41 hit points. She has more hit points than one other party member. For a second, I thought it was more hit points than every other party member, but then I looked at the numbers and I was like, she has more hit points than one other party member. Than one other party member. Yeah, exactly. Look, she has more hit points than Merle. What class is Merle even? I think Merle is the mage. Yeah. She's got more hit points than Merle. I guess it's short for Merlin. Wait. Oh no! What? You could fall off the tower? Did I take damage? That would be amazing if I did. No, I didn't take damage. I did not expect that at all. That was funny. The real question, what's the worst Zelda? Are you ranking party members using their hit points? Listen, I'm not ranking anybody, okay? That would be toxic if I ranked my party members. I'm not doing anything like that, okay? You're guessing CDI. CDI is brilliant. It's not the CDI, actually, Huami. I definitely have an answer, and it's definitely not the CDI games. Twilight Princess? No, it's not Twilight Princess. You're making a clip, BRB? Okay, wait, I can't say what my least favorite Zelda game is then until Megan's done making a clip. Or do I say it while she's away? The answer is Triforce Heroes. That is by far the worst Zelda game. That game was so awful to play. Now, admittedly, I played it single player. And it's definitely designed to be a multiplayer game, but also I tried playing it multiplayer and there was nobody playing to join my party, so the only way to play it was single player. I'm not doing something toxic. SRA pooping on Sonic Adventure and Twilight Princess. Look, I didn't poop on Twilight Princess. I just said that I have this one little nitpick with it. Thank you for the clip, Megan. I appreciate it. Space Robot learns about gravity. Also, I love the arcade machine you made. It looks amazing. Thank you for saying so, Huami. Yeah, I built the arcade cabinet before I started streaming in 2020. It was kind of a COVID project. But I built it from scratch. And it has a CRT monitor in it. I like got my hands on a CRT monitor from an old arcade cabinet that had a busted tube, so I had to replace the tube with a tube from a TV, and had to figure out, like, I'm amazed that I was able to get like a video signal into that monitor, like to display on that monitor. And yeah, I have a friend who has a big CNC table, so we use that to cut out all the panels. Still have a copy that I haven't opened. One day you'll play it solo, maybe. Aw, Tuffy, I'm sorry for you. I'm not going to say I dislike any Zelda, but when you rank things, something has to be last. TP is just at the bottom. Really, Mediterranean? Mediterranean, I need to ask you, have you played Triforce Heroes? I could understand TP being at the bottom if you were ranking, like, just the big console Zeldas. But if you were to include stuff like Triforce Heroes and Four Swords and Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass and all that stuff, there's no way TP is at the bottom. But, you know, to each their own. To each their own. I'm just saying for me. You don't consider the handhelds mainline interesting? Did I say mainline? I meant just like the big home console releases. There's definitely a difference in like the scope of the console Zeldas versus the handhelds. Like even with Link's Awakening, like they basically let the people working on Link's Awakening do whatever the heck they wanted because it was just the handheld Zelda. I mean, Link's Awakening is one of my top favorites, don't get me wrong. But there's like a difference in the attention that Nintendo gives them. Another way you could look at the main line is like, if it's The Legend of Zelda : something else, then it's a mainline game, right? But then that leaves out Zelda 2, if you do that. But I also feel like even Majora's Mask is kind of a side story. I mean, it was literally in development. It was they called it Zelda Gaiden. Rogowski, welcome in. How's it going? Great to see you. Hope you're having a great night. We're playing. We're at least checking out Dragon Quest III HD-2D because I got a free copy of it from Square Enix to play on stream. So thanks to Square Enix for sponsoring tonight's stream. Love Majora's Mask. Never thought Zelda 2 was bad, but I definitely tried something vastly different and got skewered for it back then. Did it get skewered? Do you remember it getting skewered in 1988, Tuffy? Like when it was brand new? I know like in the early 2000s, people were really low on Zelda 2. But from what I've kind of read, the impression that I had was when it was brand new, most people liked Zelda 2 a lot. It definitely still gets skewered for it, that's true.
Well, well, well. So you've come at last. I've dreamt so many times of giving you this key. Heaven alone knows why. But it must mean something, so here you go. One thief's key. You'll take it, won't you?
Of course I'll take it.
Now, use that to go and have a look inside the house in Reeve with a red door.
A red door. Let's remember that.
Don't worry, the chap there loves visitors. He won't mind you dropping in unannounced one jot.
Okay, interesting. Why does he lock his door then? Okay, this
By
guy's going
the
right back to
way,
sleep.
There are books in this world so influential that they can change your whole personality.
I guess that's books that you can find that you could use to re-answer the personality test in the beginning. That's kind of a funny
Open
way
them
of
with caution.
putting it.
That's my advice. Off you go then. I can't stand around all day. I've got important dreams to be having.
Early 90s, as much as you remember on it, most people felt it was way too hard, so they almost never beat it. Interesting. I think most people aren't expecting an RPG grind, and it's extremely punishing for not taking your time and exploring and grinding. Right. I mean, I definitely understand like what the main criticisms of Zelda 2 are. You may have noticed, but there are a fair few doors in the world that are locked shut. As with most doors, they can be opened if you have the right key. The Thief's Key, for example, can supposedly unlock all red doors in the realm. You can use the Zoom spell or a Chimera Wing to return to any towns, castles, or dungeons you've been to before. Now, these methods of transportation will cause you to shoot up into the air, but feel free to use them indoors by all means. You'll fly right through any bothersome ceilings that would have ordinarily gotten in your way. Magic. Nice. There's a Chimera Wing. There's got to be more stuff to find up here, right? No, he doesn't have any of those books. Oh, look at that. It's a copy of The Girl's Own Annual. Spacebar put the copy of The Girl's Own Annual into the item bag. Let's read that. Scruffy guide that teaches you how to be a tearaway or your money back. Its pages are somewhat perforated, consumed upon use. Teaches you how to be a tearaway. What does being a tearaway mean? We get to zoomies? We are gonna get to zoomies. In DQ10, you bonk your head on things trying to zoom off. In versions of 6, they added a quest that will let you not bonk your head. That's fun. I don't remember how it was in 5. Spacebot thumbs through the pages of The Girl's Own Annual. The stories inside bring back fond childhood memories. Spacebot resolves to relive the carefree days of his youth. Interesting. I mean, that's all very true about me. If you look in your help guide, it'll tell you what bonus every title gives. Oh, okay. Maybe I don't want to know. Maybe I like having the vague descriptions. Can we go up here? Okay, well, let's use that Chimera Wing. Reeve or Aliahan? Let's go to Aliahan and let's see what it's like to make a character. We can make Worm. We'll make worm. You guys voted for a worm. I guess we need to go upstairs and talk to this guy.
Welcome to Premier Adventurer Listing Services. With pals, you're sure to build a winning team. We're here to get you to get the hottest adventuring talent out there off the dole and onto your roster. Just tell us what you're looking for. We'll deliver a qualified professional direct to the party planning counter. So are you looking to bolster your roster with some fresh blood today? What kind of person are you looking for exactly? Why don't you give me a name and we'll take it from there. All right. Whoops. Where's the R? Worm. Let's see what kind of person Worm is gonna be. Whoops. Keep pressing the wrong key. Alright, now tell me what kind of vocation you'd like them to have. Okay, warrior, martial artist, mage, priest, merchant, gadabout. Gadabout is the life of the party. Gadabouts can cause all sorts of things to happen with their wild hijinks. I feel like Worm might be a gadabout. Thief, monster wrangler. I feel like Worm is probably gadabout. Didn't I definitely like the female version better than the the male one. Clowns are scary. Maybe they're not a gadabout. The other guy said don't bring gadabouts unless you forget what he said. Unless you're an expert at the game or something. Well, you know, things have been really easy so far. Let's see what gadabout life is all about. Clearly Worm is a tamer. What's a tamer? Is that a class? Is that something that was called before? Oh, monster wrangler, you think? What do they look? Oh, you can customize their appearance. Yeah, we'll use this one. Oh, we can change their hair color. This is cool. It's so involved. What's the most closest to worm color? It's probably that pink. It's your lucky day, Spacebot. As part of His Majesty's Special Adventure Program, you've qualified for a supplementary educational enhancement dispensation. A seed. Everyone but you gets 4 choices. I think it's the pink. It takes the form of 5 attribute enhancing seeds, which will give you your team members a much needed boost. You can choose the seeds yourself or allow me to use my career guidance skills to pick for you. If you pick for yourself, you can select up to 5 seeds of your choice for your newfound friend, but if you let me pick, I'll be providing a comprehensive service and applying the seeds as I see fit. Okay, you can do it.